Hi, everyone. Welcome back to TnT Talks. This is Christina, your host of our 20-minute conversations to ignite motivation through life and business as we journey through the COVID-19 crisis. And today we have Justy from Redmond, and she's here to talk to us about her business as a shop owner and some online business, correct?
Mostly online, mostly wholesale and online now.
Okay. Oh, well, I'm excited to hear all the new changes. So, Justy, go ahead and tell us a little bit more about your profession.
So I make jams and jellies is my profession. I'm one of the only local handmade and small batch jelly makers in the state of Oregon. Most of them are co-packed or made by somebody else and labeled, but I still make mine myself. Still label them by myself and do all of the deliveries and everything that comes along with owning your own business. I started this back in '96 and did it just for more of a hobby. And in 2010, I made it a business. So now you can find me at local grocery stores, online, Amazon, and things like that.
I didn't know you were on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, on Amazon.
That's awesome. So, have you felt many challenges as we've dealt with like social isolation and things like that?
It's actually normally January, February, March are my slowest months because, it's after the holiday season, which is my busiest season. And then it slows down and then it starts ramping up about spring break and we get ready for farmers markets and festivals and stuff. This year, well, I should take that back. Last year, I just chose not to do farmers markets and as many festivals anymore because I am in not all the grocery stores, a lot of grocery stores and boutiques and shops and things like that in Central Oregon. So it doesn't make sense for me to be out doing the markets at this time. So I stopped. And so this really hasn't affected me. It's actually grown my business more because now more people are shopping online and shopping at the grocery stores. So the grocery stores have been crazy busy with everything, can't keep products, including my jellies, on the shelf. So that's a good thing. Not only was it not toilet paper, but it's everything. So that was good for me. And then the online sales have picked up. Even people from Bend now are going to my website or Amazon and shopping and having it sent right to their home because they can't go out and do their normal stuff.
Okay, so it sounds like that change that you made last year really kind of set you up for this because we don't have the festivals or the farmers markets right now. It's kind of up in the air on what's going to be happening at all this year.
It is. So there are some Saturday markets and farmers markets that have started or are going to be started in June. However, with food products like mine, we're not going to be able to sample those products. So if you're coming to the farmer's market and you want to try a new product that you've never tried before, you're still not going to be able to do it. And so you might as well just go to the grocery store and buy it and take that chance. Because the reason I've done farmers and festivals for the last 10 years is to get people aware of my product, see how it tastes, give them ideas of what to do with it and that kind of stuff. And now they can't even do that during this time. I don't know when that will change, but for me, I was like, okay, there's really not a reason to be at those markets for me right now. So yes, the change last year set me up good for this year.
Well, that's nice. What about this influx of sales? Are you managing to keep up pretty well? Have you needed to hire help or is family helping out?
No, I'm keeping up a little bit more normally during this time, I'm stocking up for the holiday season. So I'm getting jelly on my shelf, because I do have a good shelf life. It's easy for me to stock up. But because I've been selling so much wholesale, um, I'm having to make more jelly to keep up with the product. So I was just counting how many cases I shipped out yesterday. And by the end of this week, I'll have, 30 cases of jelly going out in shipment. And that's not including what I just stocked at the grocery stores on Friday before Labor Day weekend, which I'm sure I'm going to have to stock again now, or at Memorial Day weekend, which I'm going to have to stock again this week. So
Yeah.
Well, it's a little crazy.
And like we were talking a little bit before I hit record, we're limited on how much we can go do as our social life, dancing and karaoke and all those fun activities. So you have a little bit more time freed up to just keep working through it.
Yes, I do. I just sit in my shop and label jelly and make jelly. So I'm very isolated. Yeah.
Well, and now you know how to do Zoom. You should do some Facebook Lives and go on and like show everyone the process. And have you thought about any other ways that you're going to move forward and promote your products? Or, I mean, do you have some fun, exciting stuff in the works?
I have done a little bit more live. I actually, the one of the biggest things that I was able to do this year for the first time was get a photographer to take pictures of all my products and the food and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm very excited about that. Amanda, photography, and she has done a great job in helping me set up how to do Instagram and Facebook and have a better visual of what, because people can't try the product, of what it looks like and what you can do with it and stuff like that. So that has really helped we just took those pictures, January, February, March. We took them in March. And it's really got my online sales going. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, so you're definitely being productive, finding some new ways to build your business during this time. Have you, aside from going live, done anything else new that kind of pushed you out of your comfort zone? How are you staying motivated to keep going?
The sales, the people buying it is what keeps me motivated, because it is, working for yourself, it's hard. Some days you're just like, I don't feel like working today. But when there's a demand for something, you have to get up and you have to get through it. So that's what motivates me, is that people enjoy my product and I get to keep stocking shelves and shipping online orders. So
I'm really excited that there's so much online presence of your product now, because putting this on YouTube and social media, then I can make sure everyone has that link and they can go purchase it. It's not something, that they can only get in the shop or something that's just local. And now we can spread it all over the world.
We can, yes. And so the other thing that changed for me last year was a new website called Fair, and it's with an E, and it's for makers like me that small boutiques get a chance to try our products, and they don't have to, they're not like Unified Grocers or anything like that. They can try a smaller amount and mix their cases up and things like that, and they can bring it into their shop and try it. So now I am all over the United States in small brick and mortar boutiques and stuff. Now during their shutdown, that went away, and so they've had to struggle. But since things have opened up, that was part of my the last couple of weeks of my shipments has been back out to those boutiques that get to open back up again. So I'm very excited for them. I'm very excited to help them get started, and the company that puts us together is giving them some good incentives to help them get started back up, like longer term net, so they don't have to pay in 30 days, they can pay in 60 days, and they can bring those in, or free shipping and things like that. So if you're a small boutique and you want new products, you can go on fair.com and fill out the application and see all of, from jewelry and kitchen stuff to foods to, all kinds of t-shirts and everything else that people make, and bring it into your shop. So that's cool. You don't have to, for years, you'd have to go to the seafood show at new vendors, or you'd have to go to the big, big things that do in this to find new people to bring, new products to bring into your store. And now they can do it all online. So that's helped a ton.
Yeah, it probably helps the businesses like yourself, so you don't have to spend so much time going to those big events to find more people to market to as well.
Yes. Yeah, I would never be able to, those booths cost, $10,000, and then you've got your hotel and your travel and your booth setup and all of that kind of stuff. I would never be able to get out and go do that. So by being on Fair, and there's other platforms as well, that Tundra is one of them. Etsy, obviously, Etsy's picked up hugely for a lot of people right now, and things like that they can sell their products on.
Awesome. So aside from Fair and Amazon and your website, where are some other places that people can follow you, your products, and maybe place some orders?
Facebook obviously is one. You can shop right off of Facebook, and Instagram is where you're going to see a lot of my posts and things like that. So those link to my website, and if you are just on there and you see a post and you're like, or a recipe or anything like that, and you like it, then you can just go straight from there and hit my website and order the jellies.
Yeah, and I want to share with everyone watching too, these are amazing gift ideas. I know that for me as a real estate agent, I love getting gift baskets put together with local products for my clients when they have a closing, and Justy's Jelly is definitely one of the top favorites that I always want to make sure are in those baskets because they're delicious, and then everybody gets hooked and they keep buying it.
Exactly. I know a lot of people that have come to me at different events and things over the years and said, "Oh, I got this in a basket. I haven't even opened it yet." And now they try it and they're like, "Oh, this is delicious." And so it's always really good, like with you and gifts and closings and things like that. I've had people give gifts like banks and stuff, send it to their customers during this time. They're shut down, so they're sending their big clients gifts and things like that. That they normally wouldn't be able to do or think of doing, but since they don't have the contact with their best clients right now, sending small gifts is great.
Yeah, just staying at the top of mind and staying connected is the most important thing right now. What other advice can you give for people watching and how to just stay positive through this?
Just keep being you. Definitely keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. It's not easy. I feel and I fight and I struggle for restaurant owners that are just starting to open back up, and small boutiques and all of that kind of stuff. Those are the ones that have been affected by it the most, I think. And I shouldn't say that, because as I started about everything that's shutting down, rodeos to, fairs and all of this, it's affecting all kinds of livelihoods, so even the event, even the people that put on events like the Bite a Bend, or, those are all money makers for businesses and stuff, and the businesses that put it on, so everybody's losing money, and losing the opportunity. So you got to be more creative. I had clothing stores, selling their clothes online and doing live videos. It was huge. I bought a couple things. There was a gal that I met years ago at a festival, and I saw her do live, and she's in Grants Pass, and I was like, "Oh, those are cute. Hey, I'll take $265 and $500 or whatever." She'd number all of her items and stuff, and she was selling things left and right on live video. So that's the biggest thing, is just being able to adapt and stay positive and keep going and just be you, like I said.
Absolutely. Yeah. And video is the future. I mean, this, people have been saying it for a few years now, but this has really just pushed it into our laps, and we have to adapt, like you said. And I want to thank you so much for coming on today and sharing your story and inspiring our viewers.
You are very welcome.
All right, everyone. It's Christina TnT with Justy, and be sure to subscribe so that you can catch the next interview. And until next time, we'll see you later.
Bye.